And like the dark horse is like, you know, the person who everyone discounted that nobody saw, you know, and in the last second, it's like the dark horse comes through and takes on the victory. It's like, that's very much the vibe that I feel for you guys. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your November soul session. I am Princess India. If you are new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. And what's not, or whatever. But anywho, if you're not familiar with what a soul session is, and my cards are clearly bent, they are my spirituality and personal development readings where we look at energies that you guys may encounter in this month and try to provide guidance and advice in reference to said challenges, my friend. So let's go ahead and hop right into your cards, Libra, and see what's going on with you guys for the month of November, my friend. Bend my cards a little bit. So we got a central energy, a challenge, past influence, future possibilities, above and below energy. And at the bottom of your deck, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. So it is feeling a tad bit unstable. Oh my goodness, my kid and the yelling. I'm sorry if y'all hear my kid in the background. Anyway, but with the Four of Wands in the reverse, it's a sense of instability within the home life. For some of you guys, it could be very literal, meaning that, you know, you got foundational issues with your house, or you may have problems. Hold on a second. I have to yell at my kid. My apologies, Libra. I had to yell at my kid because he's on the game and it's just like loud. Anywho, but I was saying with some of you guys, you could actually have issues with your house, like, because, you know, we just had good old hurricane down here in New Orleans. So it could just be you guys fixing on your house and that being like the main premise of what it is that you're dealing with, you know, adjusters coming out and all that other kind of stuff. But other than that, I feel that it's a little bit of instability that you guys are dealing with where you're not feeling as if you are on solid ground. And I feel in the sense of like work, things that you guys are working on, it's, how can I say it? It's almost feeling as if some of you can feel like your job is not guaranteed. It's like kind of feeling like you're on thin ice with that. Or just feeling as if you've done a great deal of work or effort in the direction of different aspects of your life, depending on what we're talking about specifically, because this is just your underlying energy. But it's having put a lot of energy and effort into something and feeling this sense of it's still not enough. It's like with all the work and effort that you've put in up to this point, it's feeling like it's still not enough because you're not feeling on that solid ground like you would prefer. Now, you guys, central energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and that's making me think that y'all kind of overworking yourself a little bit. You're doing a little too much here. And that may be why you guys are feeling so off kilter. And this is challenged by the Four of Cups in the reverse. And you guys, past influence is the Death card. Oh my goodness. Okay, Libra, here's the deal here. And that's Scorpio energy coming out of October into, and some of y'all might be Libra, Scorpio cusps, but which would make you like a first deacon Scorpio or a third deacon Libra, but that's neither here nor there. Or it might just be in your chart, whatever. Anywho, but you guys are supposed to be going through a transition. More or less, how you guys have approached stuff up to this point is really what we're talking about, dying in so many words. And I feel for you guys, it's really like a finality. And granted, with you guys just having a birthday Libra, we're talking about like your solar return. So it's like fresh new energy and things that are looming around for you guys. But I think the thing that's important to note here is to not give up on yourself, because I feel the way that things may be looking for you guys right now, and I really feel like that's starting to show up in your work with this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's almost like I've put so much into this and I've worked so hard and it's still not where it is that I want it to be, or I'm still not where I think I should be. But it's almost like, how can I say it? I have to, don't quit before the miracle is what I want to say, because I feel like the position that you guys are in now, much like I said for Taurus too, and I can say that that relates because both Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel what it is, and you guys may want to go watch that reading too, because it's like, I feel with you guys, you're in a death phase. Like there's an old phase in your life that's dying out, but it's almost like a hastiness. It's like, it isn't what it is that you want it to be right now, but it's not supposed to be that. It's like, it's not happening quick enough. And I feel because you guys are rushing to try to get somewhere, in so many words, and it's not happening quick enough, it's almost as if Libras are taking it as it's just not going to happen, because it's like things aren't stable. So if we're talking about literally a money thing, it's the fact that up until this point, you guys have put your heart and soul into everything that you were doing. You've been putting out really great products, or you've been doing really, really great work because you've had this hope that, you know, all my hard work is going to pay off, right? But how you guys are coming into November, it's like things still aren't paying off, right? You've done all of this hard work and now you're starting to kind of skimp on it. So it's almost like cutting corners, or like a little half-assedness a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Which is understandable, because it's you questioning yourself, like, why? Like, what is the point of me stressing myself out and putting all of this effort and energy into something when it's still not bearing the fruit that I want it to bear?
Motion detected at the front door.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, but it's still not bearing the fruit that I wanted to bear. And with the Four of Cups in the reverse being your challenge, this is more or less letting me know that you guys are starting to become a little like lethargic and apathetic in a sense. You know what I mean? And this takes us back, of course, to that last week of October. I don't know if you guys had a date set where you thought you would see something kind of pan out by the end of October. You know, I really do feel like this has a lot to do with money and stability and security type of stuff. But I really want to say, I feel you guys are supposed to be like, and I don't know if everyone's going to understand this colloquialism, but you know how they have like a dark horse, you know, and like the dark horse is like, you know, the person who everyone discounted that nobody saw, you know, and in the last second, it's like the dark horse comes through and takes on the victory. It's like, that's very much the vibe that I feel for you guys. So like I was saying with the time frame, this more or less is a Libran putting themselves as judge, jury, and executioner. Like, I say that by this time, this was supposed to happen. And because it has not happened, it must not be, you know, going to happen for me. And that starts to make you feel lethargic and apathetic. And that's where you get discouraged and you're starting to like skimp on your work, or, you know, be kind of sloppy in your work, or not going as hard in the paint as you were before because you're discouraged, because it's like already having made your mind up that this isn't going to work out. But the thing that I'm telling you is that it is working out, because you guys are in the transition, because you're supposed to be the proverbial dark horse, but you guys aren't seeing that. And this is a theme I've been seeing for so many signs, dude. It's like, it's almost revealing to everyone how everyone self-sabotages themselves. Like with almost every sign I've done before you guys, I've spoken about it in different facets, but it's self-fulfilling prophecies. I've talked about the is not is paradigm. Those of you who've been with me for a while, y'all know what I'm talking about, which is when you're manifesting something into your life, when you're calling something in, which is what your ruling planet is all about, Libra. It's like Venus is all about manifestation and attraction. It's like everything, like Venus energy, Venetian energy, says that specifically for Libra people and for Taurus people, everything that is in our life is there because we called it there, even if it's really shitty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even we're still responsible for magnetizing that in. So if we have low vibrational thoughts, like, you know, I'm not good enough, ain't nothing gonna work out, then what you think your life gonna look like? I ain't good enough and don't nothing in my life ever work out. And it's needing to understand the power that you have of attraction and manifestation. So in truth, you guys have put in the work to get to this place, but it's discounting yourself because it's not happening in your time frame. But it's a need to understand that this whole universe is a lot bigger than the individual. You know what I'm saying? So just because you think that it should be right now today, you know, with our subjective human perception, we can't see the whole big picture. So it's like, you could say it in the sense of like, who are we to say when something should happen now? Well, I need it now. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But it's like, if you don't, there has to be some other explanation, especially if you believe in a higher power and the fact that all of this stuff is interconnected and working out for everyone's highest good. See, now, if you don't believe that, I can't help you there. You know what I'm saying? But the way that it's looking for me is all of this stuff is working out in your favor. The only reason why you're discouraged is because it isn't working out the way that you think it should, but you can't see what it is that I see that's coming in. It's like, in order for you to have a new life, something has to die first. Proverbially speaking, if you want to see the pearly gates of heaven in your golden mansion, you know what I'm saying? Proverbially speaking, you got to die first. You can't be sitting up here half alive, like hooping, hollering, and crying of like, I want to see Peter at the pearly gates and things of the sort. Well, you're not dead yet, okay? You have to die first in order to see all of that. And I feel you guys are focused more on what's not happening, and that's affecting your work. And when we get into what I say with the is not is paradigm, if you're not cognizant of what you're manifesting into your life, you will dodge your blessings every time. Because the is not is paradigm is all that, in order, when you're calling something into your life, the is not, so the polar opposite of what you're calling in, has to manifest first in order to create a void or a space for what it is that you're calling in to fill, right? So if you're calling in a new job, and you're like, I hate this place, I want to have a new job, and you lose your job tomorrow, like you get fired the next day, a lot of people will get all depressed, like, oh my gosh, I got money problems and all I wanted was a new job and now these people done fired me. Now you get caught into that mindset. Now you turn into that vibration. So you're turning into the is not. You are no longer reflecting what it is that you were calling in. So when what you call in get here is looking for you in the daytime with a flashlight and you ain't nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? Because you've gotten wrapped up into this process that you've called in. So the whole message I feel for the entire collective this month, it's all about standing in your power and to stop allowing yourself to be disempowered by temporary situations that are a part of your overall manifestation anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like not seeing how much in power you actually are of your experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a need to see that. I feel like that's what the whole message and lesson is for everybody this month, no matter what your sign is. But with you guys presently, it's like you're in a death phase. You're in a transitional phase. This isn't forever, but don't get caught up into where you guys are temporarily or where you've been since October, because it's just a part of the process, especially with you guys just having a solar return. You know what I'm saying? This is like a process of rebirth. So granted, things are unstable. They're not the way that you want them to be, but it's like, don't allow a temporary situation to become permanent, in so many words. Now you guys, underlying energy is the 9 of Swords in the reverse, and your above energy, hello, Libra, is the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So we're talking all about cause and effect here, people. I think this is probably one of the most empowering months, dude, because with every single sign, you guys included, it's putting all of us back into the driver's seat. It's almost going back to the ABCs of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? It's every single choice has a consequence, whether for good or for bad. It's letting us know the power of the present, how important choice is, how important it is to live mindfully in the present moment, to not get caught up in the past, to not get caught up in temporary situations, to not get too fixated in the future. It's like, this is an entire month that's letting us know the main place we all neglect in our life is right here, right now, and us starting to understand how much power we have if we exist in the present. It's like things that have gone awry, things that aren't working in our favor, that's neither here nor there, because it's happened, period, at the end of the sentence. If you want things in your life to change around, it's about waking up and realizing how much power and control you have in this moment. And I'm telling you, Libra, I really feel for you guys, what's coming for you is you being that dark horse, you being that person that people discounted, that people overlooked, that, you know, people thought you were BS and people thought you were never going to amount to anything. And it's you rising up into your power, overcoming your mind and all of these negative thoughts, negative self-perception, and understanding just how in power you are over your experience. And people looking like, where did they come from? You know what I'm saying? So don't give up on the hard work that you've been doing, or I would even want to say what the scriptures say, do not weary in well doing, because it's working for you. It's just needing to more or less surrender to the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? Going with the flow. And I feel what you guys are resisting is the flow of things. And I feel that that's fear-based, because it's this fear of what if it doesn't work out? And I'm telling you, it's not possible for it to not work out. Those are all past fears from past experiences, situations and circumstances you were in, because you were specifically supposed to learn a lesson about it to integrate into your life. So don't get downtrodden and lethargic and apathetic and start feeling sorry for yourself, can't sleep at night and all these other kind of things, because I really feel like you guys are going to come through at the end as the victor. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just in a transitional phase at this period. Hello, thank you. We have the World card going forward. So here's the thing. You guys are in this transitional phase in every sense of the world. I mean, every sense of the world. Because the World card is funny. In every sense of the word, Libra. You guys have done the work, but I just feel at present you guys are discouraged. And I have to stress, don't let yourself get discouraged, because I feel that the month of November for you guys is like a liaison phase, right? It's like everything that you guys are working for, have been working for up to this point, I feel all of that stuff is going to start to manifest in December. But this month is really about tying up loose ends and for you guys to get back into your power. Just because things have not panned out yet, y'all are getting lost in the is not like I was saying. So the most important thing is now is to regroup, you know, rest up, take your little nap or something, you know, don't give up on yourself. But it's overpowering these thoughts, dude, and to remember what you were doing in the first place and why you were doing it. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow what you're experiencing or what you're going through to determine how it's going to work out, because I really feel it's almost in the last second, dude. It's going to seem like it's not working out for you in the last second. It will, but I feel this whole reading is saying that you guys need to be in the position for it, because in this, I would say this whole reading is like a heads up forewarning type of deal, because I feel y'all are starting to churn back into these negative thoughts and stuff. And this can act as a dark distraction to take you out of alignment with what it is that you guys have called in. Because with this World card being here, this is an epic karmic cycle that's wrapping up for you guys. With the spread starting out with the Death card, that means that where y'all have come from, that cannot repeat itself. Like, this is a whole new energetic cycle that you guys are in. And I believe it has a great deal to do with the fact that you guys' birthday just passed. Because I always look at your solar return, your birthday is literally like a whole new blank slate of energy. So all of this is residual energy from that old cycle that you guys are working out of. But the whole key is to stick with what it is that y'all were going in the direction of initially, and not allow yourself to be tempted into these old habits that you guys made a decision to not fall into anymore. You know what I'm saying? But it's looking good overall, Libra. Stay strong, my friend. Anywho, that's been your reading, Libra. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, YouTube members, and Patreon to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. If not, I still love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friend. Hopefully sooner than later in the extended. Love your face.